Finding out your child has a birth defect can be devastating. Finding out that birth defect has a high mortality rate is very unsettling, but learning about the defect and then helping other families can be highly rewarding.
That's right. Right now in the St. Louis Children's Hospital neonatal intensive care unit is an almost 2-month-old Monroe City baby fighting for his life. His
parents are fighting right alongside with him, and with the help of a team of doctors, nurses, and specialists, they now want to wage a war on a disease that many of you have probably never heard of.
CDH is a very serious disease.
CDH, or congenital diaphragmatic hernia, is what is keeping little Judson Stewart in the NICU. His parents found out their baby had this serious condition about 4 months before he was born. CDH happens when the diaphragm muscle doesn't completely form. That pushes most, if not all, organs from the abdomen to the chest cavity.
Several of these moms said they were scared to death when they were given this diagnosis, and they realized that it's not just that they don't know and never heard of it, but people around them didn't know.
That includes some of the medical community. So why is that? Well, part of it is because of the high mortality rate of CDH.
Because sometimes they could be stillbirths, sometimes this could be that the baby is born alive and died for no reason.
And without an autopsy, CDH can go undiagnosed, which leads to an unknown hidden mortality rate.
We're nervous.
Jason and Laura Stewart are Judson's parents.
CDH is a murderous defect. It kills babies. There's no way around it.
And it's a lot more common than people think.
The Stewarts want to share Judson's story simply to educate people that CDH is as common, if not more, than other birth defects like cystic fibrosis.
Many people know about cystic fibrosis because that child that's born with it tends to live a long time. And as they grow up, they meet new people, they meet other people, and they're able to educate and tell their story through their development and growth.
But when a baby doesn't live to tell their story, that story doesn't get told. It can also be a problem to get the parents of a deceased baby to want to share the story because they're so riddled with grief. CDH, at its core, has about a 75% survival rate. However, 30 to 40% of babies born with the disease also have other issues, which is what pushes the mortality rate high. Right now, there are about 20 centers across the country working to learn more about CDH. St. Louis Children's Hospital and Washington University help in that study. Parents of CDH babies are given the option to give genetic material from baby and parents to the study. Surviving CDH children can also be followed as they get older. Right now, there is no known cause of CDH, and the survivors still face a lifetime of complications. In St. Louis, Chad Douglas, KHQA News. By the way, baby Judson, his birthday is tomorrow. He'll be 2 months old tomorrow, so wishing them the best of luck, of course. Every October, an event is held in Quincy called Caden's Carnival. KHQA is a very proud sponsor of that event.
That's right. It's named in honor of Caden Frericks, who passed away from CDH a few years ago. That money raised goes to St. Louis Children's Hospital for CDH research. And while I was there, I asked the doctors about this money, and they tell me that because of the money raised right here in Quincy, because of Caden's Carnival, the survival rate of those CDH babies at St. Louis Children's Hospital has gone up exponentially. Good things happening right here in Quincy. That's amazing.